Another flexible configuration option in Symmetry Guest is allowing admins to create their own visitor types per building. So as an admin, I click the configuration button. I go to visit type configuration. And the first thing I want to do is manage my visit types. So you'll notice that here are the visit types that I have for my system currently. I determine that I have a need for a new visit type. And remember, these configurations can be done at any time. I can add what color I would like this visitor to show up on the reception screen when they're ready to be checked in. I want to make sure this one's pretty noticeable, so I'm going to highlight that one in red and show you what that looks like. You can determine how far in advance somebody can pre-register a visitor. The recommendation is typically to stay within probably a 90-day window here from a security perspective. And most companies won't allow an end user to register a visitor for much more than 14 days. And sometimes that's even a single week. And those are some of the recommended configurations there. From a photo perspective, you can decide whether you want to use an existing visitor photo and how long you want to use that photo for. Again, typically recommend about 30 days for that photo, but that's purely up to the end user. You can require that a visitor photo be taken on check-in, and you can show an expired photo indicator on the reception screen so that they're aware that the photo has expired. From a notification perspective, you can determine which emails for this visit type will be sent out. You can decide to send out an email. This is turned off by default, but decide to send an email to the host when a visitor is registered. You can send reminder emails. Again, we find that a lot of end users don't want to spam their end users, and so they don't set up a reminder, but some do set up a reminder one day in advance so that they remember they have a visit coming that day. The visit arrival is probably the most important message. This is the notification to the host that their visitor has arrived. You can just send the notification. It'll be sent by email. You can include the visitor photo in the email, and you can also send a text to the host. And the text does require that the host's proper cell phone number is entered into the identity management platform. You have your visitor welcome email, which is extremely important. We have a separate video that shows specifically how to set this up, but I'm going to include the QR code for registration in the visitor welcome email. If any updates are made to the visit, you can determine if a notification should be sent, send a notification when the visit is canceled, send notification when the visitor departs, when they're checked out, and your watch list notifications. So if somebody matches with your watch list, you can send it when they're pre-registered, and you can send it at check-in. If somebody is past their checkout time and has not been checked out yet, you can send a notification to admins. And if some are on premises, which is a pre-check-in status, but have not checked in, you can send a notification for that as well. So extremely configurable. I'm going to go ahead and save that, and you'll notice that I have different colors for different visit types. And if I go to reception, you'll see that I have the visitor in blue and the contractor in green. And just to go back to the visit type configuration, so this is where you manage your visit types and all your notifications and the rules that you want per visit type. And then you can determine which visit types show up in which building and which company. So if I want to add a new visit configuration, I'm going to say for my pavilion building, and for Amazon, the Celtics, and Hawkeyes, I am going to then add the visitor, add the vendor, and add the VIP, and then add the employee, as I don't have contractors or any events at this building. So I'm going to go ahead and save that configuration. And now anytime somebody logs in to create a new visit at this building, these are the visit types they will have to choose from. My default for all the rest of the buildings need these visit types right here. And this more specific configuration will override the default configuration specifically for this building.